Okay, everybody. Thanks for coming. And I'll do a show. Okay. But now I have to go until the actual start of the show to create a sense of newness to when the show actually starts, you know? Right, Rosie, to create the mystery. Yeah. I won't forget you, but I'm not doing ultimately I have to say the show is for the people who came. You didn't come. You could have flown from England. Did someone really drive here from Washington D.C., by the way? Wow. For this? No, but you have Thank God. That makes me feel much better. It's too much pressure, man. Charlie and Alex did literally come from England just for this. And Charlie was scheduled to meet the Queen of England. And he canceled on her. Not a joke. Not a joke. He canceled on the Queen. Yeah. I'm surprised she wasn't there, because she has infinite resources. You know, like she can almost always get somewhere she needs to. So I guess maybe her plane broke down, because I'm sure she wanted to be there. I just heard we have more subscribers than the Queen too. So. Alright, I gotta go. Then the show will start soon though. Forget that you ever saw me here. Okay.
Happy to have everybody here today. As a children's bookstore, a lot of times people forget that we do have books for young adults too. But certainly John has been one of our favorite authors. I started hearing about Looking for Alaska from teachers who were teaching in middle schools and high schools. And he actually was supposed to come here a year ago, January, and there was an ice storm that closed all the schools. And after he spent about 10 hours trying to get here from O'Hare Airport in Chicago and did make it, they closed school. So he came back today for another visit to that high school and then again to visit us. So I don't really have to tell you anything about him. You all know more about him probably than I do, but just know that
He's awesome.
he is awesome. That's right. That's right. So John, come on out.
Thank you guys. Thank you, and let me just say how happy I am to be at Cover to Cover. The BlogTV thing is only getting my fat torso, so we're gonna fix that a little bit. Weight Watchers is going exceptionally poorly. Thank you for asking. So okay, if you're like in the back, you can there's a number of places right there, and then there's also some places over here. If you want to be able to hear me better, if you're scared of me, then you can stay where you are. It's up to you. Thank you for being here today. I want to say before I start how grateful I am to this amazingly great store that has been such a supporter of my work since even before Brotherhood 2.0, for years before. And in fact, when I came here in the ice storm, boy. Can I just tell a story about that, actually? I flew in, I was on tour for An Abundance of Catherines. This was during Brotherhood 2.0, actually. And there was a snowstorm, because there was a snowstorm everywhere I went on that tour except for Houston. And it was cold there, but no snow. And the pilot, we circled the Columbus airport like 3 times. I was on the last flight out of Chicago. We circled the Columbus airport like 3 times. Then we went in. And when we landed, we veered dramatically to the left. Like, so this is the only time in my life when I thought this was euphemistic, but I literally almost peed myself. Like, I felt the sort of control of my bladder disappear, but I didn't pee myself, thank God. And we kind of righted the ship and then eventually came to a stop. And the pilot, I swear, the pilot, shaky voiced, came on the intercom and said, "I'm sorry, we should not have attempted that landing." I get off the plane, I get picked up, and the first thing that the person who picked me up says is, I regret to inform you that your event has been canceled. I was like, you know when that would have been a great time to make that phone call. But I'm so happy to be able to be back here and to be with all of you. This is such a wonderful, exciting thing for me. I guess I'm going to talk a little bit about paper towns, and then I mean I'd like to spend a lot of time taking your questions since I'm sure that you have good ones. Yeah, this is crazy. Can I just? Do you mind if I show? Hide your face if you don't want to be seen. Here, look, guys. Hello. Hello. They're saying hi back. They're saying hi back. They want to know if Haley's here.
She's supposed to be.
But she's not. I don't see her. She's here!
Hi, Haley.
Haley, did you bring your college application essay? Will you read it before we start properly? It's okay. So I want to just introduce briefly Haley Hoover, who is a YouTuber and a friend of mine, and a wonderful young writer. And hi.
Hi.
How are you? I asked her when I heard her read her college application essay. I asked her to if she would be willing to read it for us. It's not too long, and it makes me really happy. So yeah, so read your college application essay. Then we will. You're my opening act.
I'm opening for John Green.
Yeah.
Okay. Awkward. Hi. My mother has an ultrasound screenshot of me all snuggled up and basking in placenta. Some things are obscured in the photo. I appear to have one giant fish eye, for example. But if you squint hard enough, you can see that my little fetal much muttering of my father's aphorism get me through the withdrawal symptoms of a recovering thumbsucker. Though the urge to slobber on one's fingers is gotta give me a hand. Even before I was born, I knew who I was. I remember being in first grade and how ecstatic I felt for a masterwork of a short story. This turned to me with a smiley face sticker on its laminated. I was sure that everyone in the room felt the same. How could they not? Guys, these are our thoughts, and they came out of our souls to be represented by symbols and characters so that others can see and hear them in their heads.